The life you recognize today, Capricorn, is only a temporary outline of what will soon transform beyond recognition. By the time 2026 fades into memory, many of the structures, people, and versions of yourself that define your current existence will dissolve, not as punishment, not as failure, but because your spirit has quietly surpassed the limits that once contained it. The universe will no longer wait for your consent to evolve. This time, it will intervene directly. The transformation you once resisted will now arrive with cosmic insistence. For years, you sensed it building. The low, constant hum of restlessness in your chest. The growing distance between who you are and the life you live. The whisper that keeps returning at night. I can't stay the same anymore. You may have mistaken it for frustration or exhaustion, but it was a spiritual signal. The planets have been aligning for your release. Pluto murmurs of truth beneath the surface, Saturn grinds away what's false, and Jupiter prepares to open the space for expansion. If this message already resonates with your current season of life, take a moment and comment your date of birth and zodiac sign below. It helps the energy connect more personally with you, and it shows the universe you're ready for this revelation to take root. As this shift accelerates, the roles you've outgrown, the obligations, identities, and expectations that once kept you safe will start to feel unbearably heavy. Pluto will strip away illusion. Saturn will test your patience by dismantling systems that no longer sustain your growth. And Jupiter will magnify every truth you've been avoiding, forcing clarity where you've allowed confusion to linger. If you haven't already, subscribe to Signs and Secrets right now. This space exists to decode the messages the universe sends through astrology so you can navigate these changes with confidence rather than fear. The transformation ahead isn't random, it's meticulously timed. The cosmic sequence of Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter activating your chart hasn't occurred in decades, and it's about to initiate 3 irreversible shifts in your life, each one more liberating than the last. The first shift begins with the courage to stop performing strength for others. Capricorn, you've carried burdens that were never meant to be yours. You smiled through exhaustion, stabilized others while your own heart trembled, and called it responsibility. But 2026 asks you to stop pretending. The universe removes your armor not to expose weakness, but to reveal the power underneath. The real you doesn't need to prove resilience anymore. Your authenticity will speak louder than endurance ever could. The second shift emerges through collapse. A job, a title, a family dynamic, or an identity you built for survival may crumble. You'll call it loss at first. It will sting. But behind that temporary chaos lies divine precision. The universe is rerouting you away from what drains you toward what empowers you. Every ending becomes a redirection. Every door that closes frees your energy for something aligned. Midway through this metamorphosis, pause and breathe. If this message touches something deep inside you, gently press the like button, not for the algorithm, but as a declaration to yourself that you're embracing your transformation. It tells the energy around you that you're participating consciously in your rebirth. The third shift unfolds in relationships. The year 2026 forces honesty, not as punishment, but as purification. Masks fall. Words once spoken out of habit lose meaning. People you thought you knew reveal their truest nature. Some connections will fade. Others will deepen in sacred ways. You'll no longer have patience for emotional laziness, half-hearted love, or one-sided effort. You'll stop shrinking yourself so others can feel comfortable. And here comes the cosmic test. What are you willing to release when the universe asks for it? A draining job? A repetitive cycle disguised as love? a routine built on fear rather than inspiration. Remember, your future demands room to arrive. If you resist the clearing, life will remove the clutter by force. What waits on the other side of these upheavals is something rare: authority without exhaustion, love without emotional labor, and success that no longer depends on sacrifice. The new frequency of your life favors authenticity over perfection. For the first time in a long while, ease will replace struggle, not because the path becomes simpler, but because your alignment becomes stronger. To navigate this transition, embrace the path of least resistance. Say no to the weight that drags you backward. Stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You'll feel unstoppable the instant you stop apologizing for evolving. Transformation isn't about destruction, it's about recreation. Each collapse uncovers a piece of your truth. Each loss returns a fragment of your power. Become intentional with what you allow to stay. Let go of one draining responsibility, just one, and watch the energetic momentum that follows. The smallest act of release invites massive universal cooperation. If you felt like everything is changing too fast, remember this: rebirth always begins with disorder. The caterpillar doesn't dissolve because it's broken. It dissolves because it's becoming. 2026 is not punishing you, Capricorn. It's preparing you. Halfway through the year, you'll look back and realize how much unnecessary weight you've already released. The fears that once controlled you will seem distant. You'll start to feel lighter, clearer, and freer than ever before. If this resonates with your current transformation, take a moment now to become a channel member of Signs and Secrets. You'll gain deeper guidance, exclusive cosmic insights, and direct energetic messages to support your spiritual growth. Together, we rise higher. As the final months of 2026 approach, you'll stand in awe of your own evolution. You'll see the wisdom in every delay, the mercy in every ending, and the divine choreography behind every setback. Capricorn, this is not a punishment, it's your rebirth. The universe is stripping away your survival identity so your authentic self can finally lead. The pitfalls to avoid are simple yet powerful. First, do not cling to stability for stability's sake. The familiar isn't always the safe choice. Second, resist the urge to overanalyze every transition. Logic cannot comprehend divine timing. And third, stop fighting to remain who you were in 2020. That version of you was built for a different chapter. This new era asks you to rise, not through control, but through surrender. Let life rearrange itself around your truth. The more you allow, the more the universe rewards your faith. By the end of 2026, you will no longer chase validation. You will embody it. You will no longer seek permission. You will radiate certainty. Your relationships become clearer. Your purpose becomes visible. Your energy becomes magnetic. You'll notice new opportunities appearing naturally, ones that resonate with your heart rather than your fears. Money flows from alignment, not exhaustion. Love expands from honesty, not obligation. Capricorn, you rise not because the world suddenly recognizes your worth, but because you finally do. This is your year of becoming, a return to power, purpose, and peace. If these words awaken something within you, tell me in the comments what in your life is already shifting. What are you releasing? What are you ready to claim? Your story might inspire someone else walking the same path. Subscribe to Signs and Secrets if you haven't yet, and stay connected as we continue decoding the signs written in the stars. Remember to like this video if it spoke to your soul. It helps the energy reach those who need it most. The universe is speaking, Capricorn. And this time, it's not whispering, it's calling you home.